Hi, and welcome to this video. I'm Brooke Cormier, and today I am going on a little bit of a rant. Over the past 8 years of painting full-time, I've gained an audience of over 500,000 people on social media, and what's interesting is that because I've built this online audience, some people seem to think that I am more of a content creator than an artist. Comments like these are just some of many that I've received in the past, and I just want to take some time to share my opinion about it because I feel like there may be other artists out there who are going through the same little identity crisis. So grab yourself a hot beverage and let's have a little chat. My friends, we are living in the 21st century, and being an artist today can look very different than it did 100 years ago, even 20 years ago. There are so many more opportunities for artists these days because of tools like social media. So it just makes me a little bit annoyed that somebody would try to minimize my identity as an artist just because I also create content online. This is the path that I chose for myself. I didn't want to go the gallery route because in my stubborn mind I was like,
Well, why would I share 50% of the profit when I could just sell the work myself and keep 100%?
and listen, I know it's not that black and white, and I can totally see the merit of working with galleries because they're responsible for selling the work for you. And if that's the path that you want to take, then all the power to you. It's just not what I have wanted for myself up until this point in time. And that's why I share my work online, because it's a way for me to put my art in front of as many eyeballs as possible in hopes that people will buy it, and then I can continue to make the art. And that's how I run my business. That's the way that I've been able to make a living as a self-taught painter for the past 8 years. And this is not a revolutionary concept. There's many artists out there that do this. There's also many artists who choose to let galleries market their work for them, and there are artists who do both. Some artists teach, some don't. Some artists work with galleries, some don't. It's your choice how you want to run your art business, and a lot of it just boils down to what works for you and then what also makes financial sense. And if somebody is going to try and make you feel bad about having an Instagram account or a YouTube channel because in their opinion that's not what real artists do, then that's them problem. I've had discussions with wildly talented and successful artists who have felt belittled by their own art community just for having an online presence because in some way they view it as like inauthentic or something. It's like some people have this idea that if you don't fit this kind of traditional tortured artist stereotype, then you're somehow less of an artist. They think that real artists only produce work from the depths of their souls, and they would rather starve than compromise with a pet portrait commission every once in a while. And God forbid you post your work online because a true artist only gets discovered in a gallery or a museum or by some rich art collector who's just trying to seem more interesting to their bougie friends. But you know what? I don't want to starve as an artist. And of course, in my perfect world, I've never even heard of social media. And I just sit by the river and I paint all day long and listen to the birds sing. And then once a week, a handsome delivery man comes and hands me a wad of cash and then takes my paintings, and I continue living my perfect life. But I have to be realistic. I want to paint for a living, and I don't want to be a starving, tortured artist. And if anybody wants to judge me for finding a way to make that work, which by the way, does not hurt anybody else, then judge away, my friend. Knowing your goals and having a business mindset doesn't make you any less of an artist. Having an Instagram account or a YouTube channel doesn't make you any less of an artist. You just gotta do what's best for you. Everybody has a different vision for their own future because guess what? It's your life, not anybody else's. And sometimes I think people just need to mind their own damn business. Okay, now I'm gonna go on a little bit of a side rant, so I hope you don't mind. In the past, people have made comments that my physical appearance has aided in my success as an artist. And to this I would like to say that I'm completely aware that some people choose to follow me on social media only because they think that I'm cute. And of course, I'm guilty of posting some thirst traps in my day just to try and get some extra eyes on my page. But you have to understand that I don't get paid for the amount of followers that I have. Instagram hasn't paid me shit for the years that I've dedicated to their platform. I make money off of art sales. And you can't honestly believe that somebody would use their hard-earned money to buy my artwork just because they think I'm pretty. If somebody chose to follow me for my looks and all they're interested in is seeing pics on my profile, they're getting that for free. The reason I have been able to make money off of my art is because the art is good and people want to buy it, not because some people may view me as conventionally attractive. So yeah, I can acknowledge that perhaps my looks have aided in my online growth, and as somebody who feels that their purpose in life is to create art and be an artist, you better believe I'm about to use anything that I have to make my dreams come true, as I think that anybody would, because we are all just working with what we got to build the life that we want for ourselves. But if I was just a pretty face and my art sucked, do you really think that I would be able to make a living off of my art sales for the past 8 years? Something to ponder. Anyway, thank you for listening to me rant today and lending me your ear like a good friend would. I want to end off this video by saying, yes, I am a content creator, but that doesn't make me any less of an artist, because those two things are not mutually exclusive. Maybe I am traveling a more unconventional path with my art career compared to how artists made a living in the past, but that doesn't make it any less valid. We are lucky to live in a time where artists have more opportunity to make a living from their work, and if people want to judge you for pursuing your dreams and doing it your way, screw them. No, I don't actually think that people are being malicious when they leave comments like this, at least on my stuff. I think that people just want to share their opinion, which is fine. For me, I guess this video was just sharing my own opinion about this subject, and maybe this hot take has helped you if this is something that you have been pondering yourself the last little while in this crazy digital age that we live in. So thank you so much for watching this video. Please let me know in the comments what you thought. If you want to share some of your own opinions on this subject, love to hear them, always have. You can also let me know what beverage we were enjoying together during this video. Do you love how my cup and the flowers match each other? Do you see that? Nice. Thank you for spending your time with me. I really appreciate it, and I hope we get to see each other again very soon. I'm Brooke Cormier, and I'll see you next time.